95.9 The Hawk is celebrating 30 years of playing classic rock for Southern Utah. In those 30 years, there's been some amazing things happen in the area, including what we're talking about today, the 2005 flood of the Santa Clara River. So I asked the question, do you remember the Santa Clara flood of 2005? In January of 2005, this little river, the Santa Clara River that's right behind me, turned into an absolute torrent like we had never seen before. It was actually sort of a triple whammy at that time. We had sort of a nice long drought in the area. There was a lot of snowpack farther up the mountains. And there was this weird storm where higher elevations, we got snow, including a little bit of snow here in St. George. And then after that, a whole bunch of rain. And the combination of the snowpack, more snow, and the rain just turned this little river into something that we had never seen before. We're actually in the backyard of Hal and Mary Ann Halford, their house right along the Santa Clara River. And if you can see this retaining wall, this wall in their backyard, the water got right up to that, almost to the very top, about 5 feet. And the river, the Santa Clara River, is all the way down there. So it got all the way up to this. Their house, luckily, was saved, no major damage. We can't say the same for several other houses in the area. Unfortunately, several houses right along the Santa Clara River during that flood were completely taken away, floating down the river, and all you could do was stand and watch as they just fell in, the backs, the sides, the entire house. It was one of the most chilling things to watch of the 2005 flood was those houses that people had built, had lived their lives in, had built their whole lives in, and it just fell off and went into the river. And it wasn't just houses either, it was infrastructure all over the place, including what's behind me is the Valley View Bridge over top of the Santa Clara River. Those were just 3 culverts that the river went through. The flood completely wiped them out. So much so that it created almost like a dam effect that backed up the water even more into this area, into Hal and Mary Ann's backyard. An unbelievable scene, the 2005 flood of the Santa Clara River. I can say one of the amazing things I hear all the time from people like Hal and Mary Ann that during and after the flood of the Santa Clara River in 2005, the community and the people of Southern Utah absolutely came together and took care of those people that were affected. So I want to know from you, do you remember the flood of 2005? Maybe you have a story just like Hal and Mary Ann about how it got so close to their backyard. Maybe you were even, unfortunately, one of those people that lost their home altogether. I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. I'd love to hear what you remember about the 2005 flood of the Santa Clara River. And I want to give a huge shout out to McMullen Injury Law for making this whole thing happen. If you're ever in an accident, remember McMullen Injury Law, never settle for less. Again, give me your comments on the 2005 Santa Clara flood, and if you've got other ideas on the Do You Remember series with 95.9 The Hawk, comment below with those as well. And thanks for watching.